We're on a downhill trajectory right now, and this image says it all really. Every year, every decade, testosterone drops, and that's an indicator of it's not just an arbitrary number. It's not just a number that doesn't mean anything. It's it's more than that. It's the mental health, it's physical health, it's drive, it's more than that. I mean, it's really quite disturbing if you actually think about it. Like every year we are giving birth to children and growing them up to be more infertile and more fat and more unhealthy than the previous generation. And I think the tide is starting to turn. I mean, I hope it is. But when I look at people in my friend group and people that I've surrounded myself with, to give you an example, I live in a house, and everyone in the house, other than me, is probably edging on obese, or if not morbidly obese. And you can't really blame genetics. I think a lot of it comes down to mindset. If your mindset is kind of has been taken over or brainwashed by media and instant gratification, then you're just gonna reflect that in the way you look after your body. Healthy body, healthy mind, and the other way around as well. So basically, I just want more people to realize how important it is to focus on I mean, more men to realize how important it is to focus on testosterone. Because if that's a number that you double, for example, if it's something that you work on for a few months and you double it, it really will change your whole life, because your whole routine has changed, all your lifestyles are flipped upside down, your diet is so much better, your mindset is so much better, your drive is so much better. So if, for example, you're at this point here and you get it up to even here, disregarding free tea, as long as that doubles as well, it's such a night and day difference. And I can say this personally because I went through that change. I was at 270, I was literally here, and now my testosterone is 870. So I can say that when it was here, life was fucking shit. I remember being in my uni accommodation room. The blinds actually didn't work, but I just never opened them. I could have probably tried to fix them, but I just never wanted to. I was in the dark most of the day. Definitely contributed. I was drinking 3 times a week. Definitely contributed. I was going to the gym regularly, but there's not much training hard can do when you're living like a bloody degenerate the whole time. I was surrounding myself with women, at least, that's something, but didn't seem to do much. My diet was shit. Canteen food, Domino's regularly, basically nothing, no real food really, which is understandable when you're a student and you don't have any money. There's not much of another option, but at the same time, you're in a flat with 16 people and you're sharing a tiny kitchen, so the practicality wasn't really there. And then the next year, I got to focus on myself a bit. That summer, I got it to 870, which completely 180'd my life. So my message to you really in this simply is just, if you have a period of time and if you have that luxury when you can focus on specifically testosterone, you should do it. Ideally, it would be a summer, but obviously we're not in the time for summer now. But also I want to put the message across that you don't need a dedicated few months to do it. That's in the ideal world. Ideally, you'd have a whole 2 months off just to nail this down, so you don't have to worry about it again. But that's not really realistic most of the time. So if it's just a few habits you can pick up, another meal at the end of the day, just replace your garlic bread pizza meal with 6 eggs. Replace your porn addiction before bed with just reading this book that you're really interested in. Replace your morning routine with, from doom scrolling to maybe meditation. Replace your current irregular training program, go when your friend goes or whatever, with a structured training program that you can see on your phone. You know exactly what days you're in and exactly what you're doing. A few habits you can pick up, a few lifestyle changes that you can pick up. Replace your nutrition, update your nutrition, update your training, update your sleep a bit, and this number will benefit as a result. And not just that, but your mind will benefit as a result as well. So like it's such a people don't understand is that it's not just testosterone. It's not just a number. Or if you have high testosterone, your dick gets harder more and you're more driven day to day. It's not just that. There's been studies shown actually that I've heard about this online, that testosterone is the maximum like fire and driven and motivated moments, but it's also the moments of extreme calm. It's also the moments of extreme silence. People who have high testosterone are also better at going into those extreme flow state focus moments. So it's both ends really. So it's not just the extreme lift weights like a fucking caveman all the time. It's also the calm moments, and getting this as high as possible, breaking the range. This range is fucking bullshit. The range is bullshit. Getting this as high as possible, over 4 digits, over 1,000, just going to make us more like our caveman ancestors that just would have been normal people, as I don't really believe in God, but as if there was a creator, as the creator intended for us to be. That gets quite a deep spiritual level. And actually, a little story, funnily enough, last summer when I really focused on testosterone, I'd eat my lunch outside in the garden when it was sunny. And every time I'd take my lunch outside and sit outside, because my testosterone was so higher than it's ever been before, I felt these urges, I call them primal urges, to go outside into the wilderness and just live there and hunt on my own. That was something I've never experienced before. I literally just felt like going into the forest on my own, with like just hunting for my own food. Like I just felt like an absolute caveman, and that was quite cool, to be honest. That was quite cool. I just felt like I felt the most human that I've ever felt before, in a weird way, even though that's not typically what a human does in this modern world. It's what we used to do, and that's why I knew that I was like changing my neurochemistry, if that's the word. I was changing my mind and my biology in a way, because I was getting these urges just to live in the fucking wilderness. Like that's so primal. Yeah, there's actually the guy, I know you've probably heard of Liver King, but even though he's been kind of done over for taking steroids, he actually does preach quite a good message in terms of the whole like primal mindset. I think he's actually been fucking charged, arrested or something, but this is like the extreme, obviously. But I think it's quite cool to see like someone, even though he's taking steroids, the whole lifestyle is pretty funny, to be honest. Anyway, that's the message that I wanted to get across in this, really. Something that if you do fix, and if you do just improve, like even a bit, your life will completely change. Like when I did this at the end of 2020, the summer of 2024, like the differences that I got, not just in that, but in like sex life as well, and like attention from girls. Like now I'm 1 year into a relationship, and I would never have got to that stage before if I just didn't focus on this. If I just was like a normal human being, focusing on my 2 hours of doom scrolling every day, my junk food, and my purposeless life. And if you want this issue turned upside down, join the community below. Just help you get faster results. Until next time.